Hey guys, welcome to the video.
Hello!
If you're new then, this is Lucy and I'm Amy, her better half.
Wait, what? No, you say I'm the better person.
No.
I do a nice gesture.
I say that to keep her happy.
Oh, okay. So in this video, as some of you may or may not know, we used to be in a long distance relationship and we wanted to tell the story of how it all went. How we got together, how we made it work.
Yeah, why not?
So how long have we been together?
6 years, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well done. I do have to think about it now though. How long has it been? It's been 6 years. Where did we meet?
We met in London. We met at a gig. I was currently living in East Sussex and Lucy was living in Sheffield.
Now obviously we choose to get together at this point when we're both living at opposite ends of the country, but we're both actually from the same place. We're both from Manchester.
Yeah.
So why did we get together? Like, we didn't know each other then, but it's just like, it's strange how the world works.
Fate.
Ah!
And so yeah, so for the first 2 years of our relationship we did long distance.
It was tough.
I think for maybe part of the second year we managed to see each other more. And I moved to London.
Which was a bit closer.
A little bit more accessible. So we would see each other maybe once a month. Once we started the relationship. 4 to 6 weeks probably. Yeah. Like you were doing an access course at college and working, and I was working, and for each of us to get to each other, so we had to get a train from me to you. We had to get a train from Sheffield to London. We had to get the tube across London to Victoria, and we got the train again from Victoria down to East Sussex. Where did you go to?
The Polegate.
Yeah.
I remember. And then it was like a half-hour drive from there. Yeah.
So where I was living was basically in the middle of nowhere. To get to the top of my road, it was probably about an hour, 45 minute to an hour walk. So it was quite far.
Yeah.
I'm not saying people haven't done further. I know there's people that have been in relationships like in different countries. That's insane, and hats off to you. Yeah. But yeah, this was big for us.
Yeah.
But we
financially as well, like it was so tough financially. Yeah. Like I took, how much was it? About £100, 80 to £100 each time we saw each other.
And sometimes it could only just be for a weekend or something because of work.
Working minimum wage, it was very difficult.
And I was a student, so I wasn't actually getting much money. I was working, but it was
a poor student.
I was a poor student, and then I remained a poor student for a long time of the relationship.
So yeah, she came to London and did a university course.
So whilst we were seeing each other every 4 to 6 weeks or so, Lucy was the first person to come and visit, so she came to Sussex first.
I did.
I fully didn't expect her to actually come because I knew how much effort it was to get there. But she did, she surprised me, and on the day that she was leaving and I was driving her to the station, I crashed my car.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I tried
to keep her, not kill her, I tried to keep her in Sussex for a little bit longer, but didn't quite work. No, I had to get her to the train station.
That was a fun experience.
How did you find long distance?
I found it really, really tough. Like, I wanted to talk to you all the time and to be with you all the time, and when I couldn't, I really struggled, and I didn't like it at all. So
I'm a little bit the opposite. I struggled and I really, really liked her. Like, as everybody knows, if you've watched the other videos, I liked Lucy before she liked me. So obviously I wanted to see her and I wanted to be with her and speak to her. However, I don't know if I've ever said this, but like I had come out of quite a long-term relationship and I quite liked, and it had been something that I'd kind of gotten into when I was 15, so I'd gotten into it young, so it was kind of, I don't know, like a 15 teenager relationship that kind of carried on up until for a while.
Yeah.
Whereas with Lucy it was new and it was exciting and
fun.
First female, so definitely nerve-wracking. Yeah, and fun. So I quite liked the distance. I liked a little bit of the freedom still, like just to do my own thing and things like that. But I also liked going to see her and her coming to see me and being excited. Like I always said to her, I always said to her, I would be so scared and nervous and have butterflies in my stomach every time I was sat on the train to see her. Or if she was on the way to me and I was driving to the station to pick her up, I would be super scared. But I loved that, and I loved that feeling of excitement, and that carried on for the whole time.
The best part of it.
Yeah.
Definitely. But then it was the saying goodbye.
Yeah, the saying goodbye was tough. But then, I don't know, I liked the long distance. I liked that we did it, and I think it made us stronger.
Oh, absolutely. It set us up perfectly for like just the foundations of our relationship. Like our trust. Yeah. Like, I trust her.
I trust
anything.
Her. Even though
anything.
I'm such a moron and I'll say things.
But where are you going with this?
Just like, I like that we trust each other to the point that we can have banter that I can be like, oh my god, that person's hot. And Lucy will just laugh at me. Like, the trust is there. I've got like... we've got such a strong relationship, and I do genuinely think doing that long distance played a big part of it.
Absolutely. And we got to know each other so much.
Yeah.
More from like texting and calling all the time.
Sexting?
Yeah. Basically. Well, that's not how we got to know each other. But you talk more, don't you? You embarrassed?
No, I thought my joke was funny.
Well, I went with it.
I wasn't expecting you to go, but you let me down a bit there, babe. I wanted more of a reaction. But yeah, we text each other.
It's important in a long distance relationship.
Yeah.
To sex.
We would text each other all the time. Well, not all the time. We would text each other quite a bit, but we wasn't just like consumed in our phone, like just texting each other. We still had our own lives to live. And did our own things.
We talk every day.
We talk every day, every night, or most of the nights. I would go to bed and I would put Skype on my laptop. I'd often fall asleep just on Skype to her and wake up in the morning and, I don't know, my laptop had probably died or something. But it was nice to fall asleep talking to her and being able to see her and being in bed. Like,
that was another one of my favourites.
Yeah, that I enjoyed that.
I enjoyed that. We don't need to do that anymore. Like, we live together now.
Yeah, and now she turns away from me. She's like, get off my side of the bed.
Give me some room. Move off. Wow.
But yeah.
This is like a weird blast from the past. I didn't expect to.
No.
I don't know. We sat down to film this video and I don't know. I don't really
know what we were gonna say.
We just wanted to tell the story.
So I just wanted to give. Ooh, okay. So I just wanted to Google on maps. So to drive it, it does say it takes about 4.5 hours, which is complete lies. Like,
utter rubbish. I drove it before. It took me about 6 hours because you've got to come down past London. The traffic is awful. Someone's outside beeping and it's really annoying. Sorry.
And I've driven it every year when I was a kid. Well, my grandma drove it every year when I was a kid, and it took 6 hours. Sometimes it would take 8 hours. Like, the traffic can be horrific en route. So Luce would get the train often, and just looking quickly, it says it's about £112. Yeah, £112.
And that's super off peak.
Cheapest.
Thankfully we don't have to do this now. It was definitely a bit cheaper before.
Yeah.
A bit. And it takes 5 hours and 12 minutes.
And you have to change twice.
Ugh. And it is exactly the
Thank you so much for going through the effort, because you definitely did it more than me.
Yeah, I did. I genuinely did. But I don't know why though, because I had my own flat in Sheffield.
Because I had 2 jobs and I studied. Oh, yeah. 3 jobs and I studied, I think.
I was working in care, so I was driving around old people's houses and looking after them.
Because you got such a good hat.
I got a good hat. Any advice that you give for anybody who is in a long distance relationship on how to survive?
My first bit of advice would be, both of you need to make the effort to see each other and text each other and call each other. Like, it can't just be a one-way thing. You both need to make just as much effort as the other.
I also think if you say you're gonna Skype at a certain time, call at a certain time, make sure you do it. Don't just disappear without saying anything, because like we never had that ever, I don't think. No. And I think that's what's built up so much trust. And like if you're in a long distance relationship and you're stuck somewhere and the person that you love is somewhere else, and you're meant to be speaking to them and they don't call, you either worry or you think the worst, or like, don't do that. Don't be that person. Let them know if you can't call at that time.
Yeah. So kind of leading on to that one, trust is the biggest one. I think you need to trust each other. I don't think a long distance relationship is the easiest thing.
No, it's so hard.
And if you're paranoid all the time, or you don't trust the person that you're with, and that could be for many things, it could have been from past relationships and things, but you need to remember that this is a different relationship. Like, I didn't have the best previous relationship, but Lucy's was completely different, and I was never,
because I'm a gem.
Yeah, I was never ever gonna let my previous relationship control the rest of my life. Yeah. And I was never gonna let it turn me into someone that was jealous and didn't trust or anything like that. So I think that's a big part of it. You need to think about what you want and just make it work for you.
And if it's not working, then don't string people along.
Yeah.
Let them know. Be honest. Honesty is so important.
Key.
Yeah.
Also, have you got another one?
I think so.
I would say when you do go to see each other, it's okay. Like, have plans and do things.
Make sure you shave your legs.
Yeah, we won't talk about it. Anyway. Make sure you like actually do things and take time for each other when you're together, because that time is so valuable.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't know when the next time was that we were going to be able to see each other.
Make the most of it.
Make the most of it. Even if you just lay in bed all day.
What are you laughing for, darling?
You can do that. That's okay.
Good memory.
Yeah.
Should we move on?
Yeah.
So, obviously, it just goes to show our relationship. Like, we went from Amy stalking me on Twitter, meeting in London. We survived a 5-hour train journey, seeing each other once every 4 to 6 weeks. We survived it, and now we're here. We both live in London. We're happy. We're engaged to be married. We share our beautiful flat, which we own.
Yeah.
And we are trying to start our family. Like, we've come such a long way.
I'm so happy. I'm so proud of us for actually doing it and making it work. And I love to lie in bed at night sometimes and just think about all the things that we used to do. And
she likes to talk about it, especially when I've got to be up early for work.
I like to reminisce. Like, it makes me smile, and I like to remember. Like, of course I still get excited when I see her, and when she kisses me and it tickles my tummy and stuff like that. I still get that. But it's obviously going to be different than when it was at the beginning, and I love to lie in bed and think about that and like how scared I was.
But now it's just a different kind of scared. It's serious commitment kind of scared.
Yeah, no, right? Oh my god, I'm an adult. Adulting. But yeah, so if you're in a long distance relationship, good luck with it. Hope it actually works for you, because if you can get through that, you can get through absolutely anything.
Absolutely. It gives you a good solid foundation.
Yeah.
If it's meant to work, it'll work.
But yeah, are we done?
Yes, thank you very much for watching.
Hope you enjoyed it and you got to know us a little bit more.
If you enjoyed it, give the video a like rating and drop us a comment down below. Tell us your story. If you've been in a long distance relationship,
just tell us how you met your other half. Like,
that would be interesting.
Yeah.
How did you meet? Yeah.
Did you stalk them? Thanks so much for watching. Bye.
Bye.